Technology.
The court will now call case number 6399, the state of Texas versus Amber Dawn Brown. Is the state ready to proceed?
State's ready, Your Honor.
Is defense ready to proceed?
We're ready, Your Honor.
For the record, ma'am, are you Amber Dawn Brown?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Miss Brown, are you the same Amber Dawn Brown that previously pled guilty on June 24th, 2022 to the offense of possession of a controlled substance?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
At that time, Miss Brown, the court deferred any finding of guilt and placed you on probation
Mhm.
for a period of, let's see, I'm not seeing the period, but you were placed on probation and were told to follow all of the terms and conditions of probation. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Right, Ms. Brown, the state is alleging that you have violated the terms and conditions of your probation in that you failed to complete a treatment program in an intermediate sanctioned facility.
And Your Honor, I apologize to cut you off. Does she not have two cases that we're pleading right now?
She does.
Oh, yes, we also have 6399. You're correct. And I'm looking at 6399.
Mhm.
So let's go, because I'm looking at these online and I can't look at them simultaneously. Let's proceed in case number 6399.
Yes, ma'am.
And again, you were saying that you were the same Amber Dawn Brown that previously pled guilty to possession of a controlled substance.
Yes, ma'am.
And the state is now alleging that you failed to complete, that you failed to follow the terms and conditions in that you were unsuccessfully discharged on February 16th, 2023 from an intermediate sanctioned facility.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Brown, to the state's allegations, do you plead true or not true?
True.
Mr. Marable, is there a plea agreement in this case?
There is, Your Honor, in exchange for the defendant's plea of true. State recommends the court adjudicate and revoke the defendant and sentence her to 2 years in the TDCJ Institutional Correctional Division.
Right, Ms. Brown, is that the plea agreement that you reached with the district attorney's office?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
And I would also note, Your Honor, that the defendant should be given credit for time served, and we've tallied that number at 337 days.
And Mr. Marable, if the plea agreement in 6385 includes jail time, will those sentences run concurrently?
They will run concurrently.
Guilty in this cause, and I will sentence you to 2 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Correctional Institutions Division. I will note that you have 337 days jail time credit. I will order that if there are any outstanding fines, fees, or court costs, that you are still liable to pay those. And I will note in order that this sentence will run concurrently with any sentence that may be assessed in case number 6385. Do you have any questions about that sentence, Ms. Brown?
No, ma'am, I do not.
All right, give me a second to enter this and I will pull up the next case. Court will now call case number 6385, the state of Texas versus Amber Dawn Brown. In this case, is the state ready to proceed?
State's ready, Your Honor.
And is the defense ready to proceed?
We're ready, Your Honor.
Again, for the record, ma'am, you're Amber Dawn Brown, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Amber Dawn Brown that on June 24th, 2022 pled guilty to credit card or debit card abuse?
Yes, ma'am.
And at that time, the court deferred a finding of guilt and placed you on probation
Yes,
and
ma'am.
admonished you to follow all of the terms and conditions of probation. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
The state is now alleging that you violated the terms and conditions of probation in that you failed to complete a treatment program in an intermediate sanctioned facility when you were unsuccessfully discharged on or about February 16th, 2023.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, how do you plead to the state's allegations, true or not true?
True.
Do you have a plea agreement in this case, Mr. Miracle?
We do, Your Honor. In exchange for the defendant's plea of true, the state recommends the court adjudicate and revoke the defendant. The defendant be confined in the TDCJ State Jail Division for a period of 16 months and pay any remaining restitution. And additionally, in this case, Your Honor, that the defendant also received time served of 337 days.
Okay, Ms. Brown, you've heard the district attorney's office announce a plea agreement. Was that the agreement that you reached with them?
Yes, ma'am.
In that case, I will follow the recommendation of the district attorney's office. I will accept your plea of guilty and I will find you guilty of the offense of credit card or debit card abuse. And I will sentence you to see, did you say 2 years or 16?
I said 16 months in this case. Your Honor.
Okay, to 16 months and the Texas Department of Criminal Justice State Jail Division. I will note that you have 337 days jail time credit. And I will order that any outstanding fines, fees, or court costs that you owed at the time of your deferred adjudication, that you continue to owe that, and those are due and payable.
Yes, ma'am.
I will also note that this sentence shall run concurrently with the sentence in clause number 6399. Ma'am, do you have any questions about that judgment?
No, ma'am. That's good.
Is there anything further from the state?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Anything further from defense?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Brown, have you been satisfied with your representation by Mr. Seeloff in this case?
Yes, ma'am. I have.
Has he done everything that you asked him to do?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Right, Ms. Brown, thank you. You may be excused to begin serving this sentence. I will remand you to the custody of the Moore County Jail, even though I realize you're currently in Dallam County. Childers
Yes, ma'am.
County.
Yes,
Right,
ma'am.
thank you.
Dan, you have anything else?
No,
From
ma'am.
No, that's it
Childress?
right now.
Okay,
All right,
holler.
thank you.
Thank you. Holler if you have any